A lot of discussions about addressable, about programmatic TV. Why don't you sort it out, what it means to you, programmatic TV, and sort of what's happening at Dish?
Absolutely. There's one thing I want to say that I think is actually something that I find interesting. In the US, when you ask 10 people what programmatic TV is, you get 11 answers. Here, when you ask 10 people, in Europe, when you ask 10 people what programmatic TV is, at least I'm only getting 3 or 4 answers. So that gives me hope that there's an ability for that part of the business to move forward in our industry. So to be clear, addressable television is a product. It's a product like linear television. It's a product like digital video. It's a product like any other product. Programmatic is a process, and that's something that I continue to say because it is absolutely the truth. Programmatic's not a product. It's not even a product when you talk about digital. It's a process. It's how you purchase media. So for us, the way that we look at programmatic is a way to automate, at least in television, automate the use of complex data sets infused into television buying. That's how we define it. But for us, our programmatic offering is built on the foundation of our tremendous addressable platform. The more addressable business we do, the more inventory we have to turn into impressions from being full 30-second spots. And the more we turn into impressions, the more we have left after we slice and dice to deliver the right ads to the right households. They're not bad impressions. They're not leftover unmonetizable impressions. They're just untargeted impressions. And so what we wanted to do more than a year ago now is to take some of those untargeted impressions and bring digital money back to TV. So step one was to be able to work in the digital ecosystem to finally let marketers who are used to buying impressions across every screen but TV, now have TV impressions in their buy. That was step one. Step two will be to ultimately automate the use of addressable across all of the addressable impressions. And it's not designed to get rid of my sellers or to get rid of buyers. It's designed to make what's really a complex process easier. The third step will be to take all of my inventory and let it be purchased programmatically.
Is this across all, through the Sling network and across the addressable, or kind of where does this
ultimately,
fall?
The answer is yes. But right now, our Sling inventory is still separated from our Dish inventory. Every day it comes closer and closer together, and we're going to get there. We're going to get there very soon, where someone comes to us and they want to purchase a target. I'll find that target wherever and whenever, whether they're on Dish Anywhere, the Dish Anywhere platform, whether they're on Sling, mobile, tablet, Roku device, Apple TV, wherever they are. Our goal is to be able to find that audience and ultimately connect the brand to the audience. But what we're doing with data in television is not new. Data's always been used in television. We're just using different types of data, and we're using it differently. And it takes time to build this part of the ecosystem. I am super passionate about connecting brands to consumers, and I'm super passionate about being at a place where we can innovate that ability for that to happen. But we're still crawling, and we'll be walking, and we'll be running. But we're crawling when I think a lot of others are still just ideas.
And Adam, big news just out about the NVIDIA, and you guys are becoming an owner. Tell us, maybe obviously it hasn't closed yet, and there's a lot of things to sort out. But what are the implications of this?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot that has to sort out. But I will tell you is we believe in the ability to drive addressability into our industry, and I think the parties that come together for this venture demonstrate the commitment of both the sales side and the buy side to drive addressability.
So what's our conversation a year from now on this topic, do you think?
I don't know. I guess I guess the conversation a year from now is how much more addressability is in at least the United States, and has addressability finally made its way to other places in Europe?
And we'll see.
We'll see.